Hello, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn, Supportive Oracle Cards, The Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And that's that. Alright, what do we want to start with? These cards? Okay. I like that one. Where are we going with this? Alright, let's see how this is going to go. This reminds me of Pisces a little bit in the sense of like, we're going to have to go through the cards. As it develops forward, we'll see where this is going. Let's see where it's going. Listen, you. Yeah, I know. You. Don't attack me. I will attack you, you little shit. Stop it. Hey. Logan. Yep. Okay, I'm just ignoring him. He apparently has a little bit of vinegar in him today. Like that's rare. Starting off with this situation. The White Raven with the Four of Wands. Now, the White Raven is a very curious card. To me, it talks about something having its season. It seems like, depending on the time, it can be viewed as a very beautiful moment. If things happen in the right time, in the right place, the White Raven showing up is saying, this is the season, this is the time, this is a good moment to move things forward, things like that, depending on what's going on here. It says, trust in the magic. I'm starting off with this situation. It's a group of people, probably family, could be coworkers, could be friends, could be like a group, or like, so for example, you have like a PTA. I don't know why I'm using PTA, but some type of group. Could be a game group you're connected with. It's talking about a group of people when we're talking about the Four of Wands. I'm feeling a group of people anyway. There's other things. It could be a marriage thing. You got me on that, but still, I'm feeling a group of people when I'm connecting to this energy. And it's kind of like there's a season here where things are going very well, and sometimes things go very well. As that goes forward, you're just kind of doing your own self-audit of the situation. Things are currently going very well. You're looking back, kind of like, all right, things are going well now. How do we keep that going that way? It seems like this is just kind of reminiscing about certain elements, about the past, who used to be a part of this situation, who's no longer a part of it. Are more people coming in? How can we deal with that? How can we prepare for that? You seem very hopeful for the future. You also do seem very hopeful for the future. I do like that. There's a very positive energy pulling you into this. It's like it's coming off of a really good time. Really? Really, Logan? Logan, come on. He's a great cat, man. Logan, no. One moment. Can we not? Can we just not? No, Logan, no. No. Come on. No. Jesus Christ, breaking nut. Okay. Sorry about that. Good energy coming into this. Let's get back into that. And my cat's going to attack that again. Okay. Let's see if we can get through this reading anyway. You're reminiscing, thinking about what's coming forward. You're getting ready or getting prepared. There's a very strong energy around you. Now, this is where it starts to kind of kick in. The rhino in the environment is telling me there's a certain... It feels like a person. It doesn't feel like people. It feels like a person that's very bullheaded. They feel very much like this is the way to do it. They almost ignore people around them, and they're just kind of like, this is how you do it. And if people buck it or say no or try to change that, they just kind of bull through and do it the way they're going to do it, and they just act like, well, that's the way you're supposed to do it, so I don't know what you're mad about. And they just push through. Now, you're seeing this energy around you. You've dealt with this energy for a while. However long that is, you're used to it. you seem to have made peace with this energy, is what I'm also getting, because this energy bulls through, and you're just kind of like, well, that's what they do. And you're just kind of like, yeah, but they have good intentions. You just try to roll with it, is what I'm getting. You don't really, I wouldn't say you really like how they handle things, but you're kind of like, well, I know they're not trying to be mean to anybody. They just handle things the way they handle things. And you got the Princess of Cups, which is telling me you're hoping that somehow this gets better over time, but at the same time, you're kind of like, there's only so much you can do with it. Now, what's going on next is people seem to be having a problem with this person. I'm getting, it's the pig spirit with the Four of Pentacles. People don't seem to be liking how this is going, and it seems to be a normal, this is not new. This is not new at all. This is a situation where you have to step in and kind of talk it out and kind of like, let's not fight, let's not make everything a mess, let's just think about what happens here, how this person is, this is what they always do, this is nothing new. If we want to make changes, we got to kind of work around this person, we know that. The pig here, what does it say? Use your mind wisely. I feel like when I'm feeling pig spirit, though, it's kind of like they're not liking what's going on here. When I think of pig, there's a lot of benefit to it, but then a lot of people center on like the negative, kind of like they think of the pig as a dirty animal or in mud, but there's a lot of benefit to the pig too. So it's kind of like how it's viewed versus what it actually gives to the situation, and you seem to have to get in there and have to really talk to the benefit of the situation. There's a lot of mediation going on. The person who's pushing this through, I don't see them really a part of these conversations. They just seem to be doing what they want. So it's more about you talking to the people around it. And then getting the Queen of Cups, seems like this is going on around this person. You're not really bringing this person into it, because if you do, it just seems to make things worse. Temperance going in with the Queen of Cups is telling me it seems to be kind of kept away from this person. Like, instead of like bringing it to this person and having them get all riled up, let me just see if I can work around it and see if we can all just calm it down and move it a different direction, or just see what we can do with it. What I don't like about this at this point is I feel like to make this situation work out, you're shortchanging yourself. You got the Five of Pentacles here. You seem to be missing out on a lot here, because you're bending over backwards, giving in here, giving in there. If somebody doesn't like this, you're taking care of it. You seem to be, when it's the Five of Pentacles, it's usually left on the outside, like left out in the cold, thus the picture on the card. But I'm getting like you're shortchanging yourself. Like I'm getting like an emotional deficit is what I'm feeling. Like you're just not getting taken care of like you need to. You're taking care of everybody else. You're bending over backwards, and nobody's like taking care of you or looking at like how you're really kind of running yourself thin doing this. Now, you're trying to help the situation. You're doing everything you can to make this work out. Other people seem to be just abandoning the thought. Other people just seem to be pulling back and letting go and just kind of pulling back their energy. I'm getting that a lot here in this part. Again, it seems like now it seems more like the Five of Pentacles is more valid, kind of like you're the only one who seems to be trying to make this work out and trying to make this not completely a problem. You're trying to do your best to make it work out, but you're all on your own trying to make it work out. To the point where all of a sudden, whatever it was going on, that so many people backed out of it, stepped out of it. It doesn't matter what this person's trying to build forward. There's nobody doing it now. It's almost like you were trying to plan a trip. And this one person's like, well, we're going to Albuquerque. And they're pushing it forward, like, and they're like trying to book trips, and they're trying to book hotels and those other stuff. And other people are like, we don't want to go to Albuquerque. And you're trying to be like, oh, it can be good, it can be fine. And then what's happening is that people really don't want to go, and they're just saying, well, I can't go this year. I don't have the money for it, and I can't get the time off, so I'm not going to do it. And people are just, gets to the point where everybody has backed off. Like, there's hardly anybody going, to the point where even you have to be like, this is a waste of money, this is a waste of time. Nobody's going. I don't want to go with the difficult person by myself. I mean, you like them, but you're like, So you're actually saying, I can't do it either. It's like everybody's backing out, and then you're like, I guess I have to back out too, because it's going to stop this person who's trying to build forward, and you're just kind of like, I don't really want to do it either now because nobody else is going. So it's just going to be like a wasted time. It's not going to be fun. So you have to pull back too. this comes to the end. This situation, whoever this person is that's difficult, that bulls through, that pushes through on things, there's problems here. There's definite problems. For some reason, there's people that are not willing to deal with it. At this point, they've just gotten to that point where this is the end. This is the tip of it. This is the tipping point. That's what I'm trying to get to. They're not going to put up with it anymore. The vulture with the porcupine is like people are getting very defensive, and I feel like when I'm feeling the porcupine is like they're just, instead of having to deal with this person trying to bull through what they want to do, they're just keeping this person out of the situation. They're not even letting them into it. And I feel like when I'm getting the vulture, that's kind of like they're making it so tight. They're moving everything, pushing everything to the point where everything is planned so tightly that there's no way that even if somebody says, oh, we should let them come, there's no way to do it. Like everything's already, like, it's like if you're taking a flight, all the seats are booked. Everything is like, there's no room left. Or if you're taking a bus, like there's no seats left on the bus, whatever it is. Or if you're going to a game, like a stadium game or something, or some type of show like that, there's no seats left. It's making sure that there's no, not only that, this person is kept out of it and doesn't know what's going on, but if they do find out about it, they can't get into it anyway. It's literally what I'm getting with these two cards. Vulture is about making use of everything you have in front of you, and I feel like that's why I'm getting that feeling. And porcupine, I feel like the defense, like, stay away, leave us alone. This person knows it. They know it, and they're watching and they're waiting. The Panther spirit here in the situation, I feel like this is a weird situation. This person knows they're being kept out of it, and for some reason they're watching and they're waiting, but the Panther kind of waits for their moment. This person might have a get even type attitude, so keep aware of that. I feel like you're kind of looking at the situation like, I don't know what to do with it. You're a part of this situation. Like, I feel like you're included in the group. You should be included in the group, because I'm feeling for the ones I'm talking to, you're included in the group. And you're working it out. I feel like you're just trying to go along with it and just you're hoping it'll just kind of like pass on by, like whatever's going on with this situation. Hopefully this passes on by and it won't be a big deal. But this person, they're giving you a heads up. This person not only knows, they're purposely holding to the side and they're waiting for their moment to like get even in some respect. I don't know what that means, because somebody's waiting to the side. When I'm getting that Panther spirit, Panther's very strong but very smart, and it kind of like waits in the shadows because it's dark, right? It doesn't waste its energy. There could be three lions over there, and they could get in there, fight them off enough to get a piece of the carcass and run off with it. But it's kind of like that's wasting their energy, and that's putting too much risk into a situation. They're more likely to hold to the side, wait for something else to come by, nab it, get what they need, and move on. They're not going to waste their energy or put themselves at needless risk, I would say. So, but the same thing is, this is an energy I feel waiting in the shadows. So be careful. I think what this is about, what I'm feeling, is like go towards this energy and find out what's going on. Talk it out. Talk it out with them so they understand where you stand and what's really going on. It's better to have them angry now than to have this brooding. The longer it broods, the worse it gets. So if you go towards them now and talk it out, you can at least explain to them how you're a part of this situation and how you really feel about it and how you think it happened. And then maybe that can squelch. It can either squelch some of the problem, or it can start moving it towards healing rather than making it worse. Because I feel like the longer it stays dormant or hidden in the shadows, the longer it stays hidden in the shadows, the worse I feel like it's going to get. And I feel like that's what they're saying. Go towards this. Talk to this person. Don't wait for them to come forward, because I feel like when they do come forward, it's kind of like, gotcha. It's like one of those things. Because I feel like you're just trying to get along with it, kind of like, hopefully this just passes by. I'll just do my part of it. I didn't make these choices. I'm just kind of being pulled into it, and I want to be a part of it. It's kind of like nobody wants to deal with the problem here, but I feel like if you go towards it and talk it out before it smolders, or, you know what I mean, before it really gets to be worse, This person might be upset and there might be an argument about it, but it's better to deal with it now rather than when it gains more momentum and more strength later. All right, I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.